What's up, everyone? This is FP6 bringing you another episode of Top Battles of the Week, where we feature some of the best battles that have been submitted by members of the community. As always, if you would like to submit your battles for this feature, there's information down in the description, and let's jump right into the battles. Alright, first up we have Jin Wei Tang. We have a Blaziken into Milotic, so playing some Ultra League here, probably some Ultra Remix, and this team is absolutely wild. Blaziken, and then we have a Genesect here running Fury Cutter as a fast move, and an attack form Deoxys in the back. I have never actually seen an attack form Deoxys used in battle before, let alone Ultra League. It obviously is very attack weighted and probably going to be very glassy, but this Genesect did so much damage to this A9, gonna let it go down and bring out the Deoxys to get a jump start on energy. This is running Poison Jab as the fast move, and it has access to Dark Pulse, which is gonna hit for super effective on this opposing Deoxys, and it freaking takes it out from that health, and then gonna swap back into Blaziken because this Milotic is running Dragon Tail, not Waterfall, so it's only hitting for neutral. These counters are hitting for neutral as well. Going to, man, are you going to commit to the counter down here? Has to shield up this move, has a lot of energy stored here, and is going to fully commit to countering down this Milotic, but it's going to get to another move, but attack form Deoxys is going to be able to clean up with the poison jabs. Good game. Next up we have Jamie Finn 1415, Shadow Swampert into Giratina Altered. Not the best matchup because you do have to go for the Earthquakes here. Gonna catch a move on the Snorlax, Shadow Snorlax. Dragon Claw can easily tank this, and looks like has a Drapion in the back. Oh my gosh, out comes Obstagoon. There's a very solid response to the Snorlax, but they do have to respect the superpower from the Shadow Snorlax. Gonna hit for a lot of damage, gets the first shield. This opponent is fully committing to the farm down on this Snorlax, so gonna be able to land a superpower, but now this Obstagoon is so loaded, has energy stored on the Swampert, and Swampert does win CMP against the Obstagoon. Really nice read there, because now all of the energy that the Obstagoon farmed, they have to shield it to preserve that. No matter what this is, unless it's a Hyper Beam, you don't... Oh my gosh! Okay, it was actually a Hyper Beam. Oh my gosh, okay. Shadow Drapion gonna have to try to Poison Sting down this Obstagoon here. They still have the Giratina. Oh my gosh, this Obstagoon is putting in so much work. Has to shield up a resisted Night Slash. The Giratina is running Dragon Breath as the fast move. They're going to bring out Snorlax here. The lick damage is hitting for resisted. This Sludge Bomb hits for a lot of damage on the Snorlax. The opponent does not catch a move on their Giratina, thank goodness. They swap their Snorlax, most likely survived with just a sliver of health left. This Drapion is generating so much energy with the Poison Stings. Needs to get to another crunch. Oh my gosh. Has to shield this up. And how low was that Snorlax? It was like they swapped out, so we didn't get to see the health bar. Very, very low, right? And able to Poison Sting it down. Amazing. Good game. Up next we have Odinson 868. We have a Shadow Nidoqueen into a Scrafty, so that is a positive lead, but out comes a Politoed, and Odin really doesn't have a direct response to this, so very nice catch of the resisted Weather Ball on the Politoed, but their Politoed does not have Earthquake, so this technically is not a response to the Politoed, but you can't bring G-Fisk onto this either. Politoed definitely a core breaker for this current line, specifically Earthquake Politoed as well. They still have the Scrafty, and so if you lose switch advantage here, that's going to be really, really rough because G-Fisk does not want to be stuck against that Scrafty. Man, you shield this? Yeah, good shield, good shield. Really needs to guarantee that you're still going to be able to have switch advantage here. The Nidoqueen does have some energy stored, but they swapped out and are now switch locked with this Scrafty again. Has a Weather Ball stored on the Politoed as well. Most likely a foul play here. There's really no reason. Oh my gosh. What a bait by the opponent. Holy cow. Gonna throw this Poison Fang. Gets a shield. These poison jabs are really adding up. This is for sure the foul play. Gonna hit for a lot of damage, but this Scrafty cannot counter down this Nidoqueen. Gonna throw another Poison Fang, and the opponent is going to let it go down. They have their own Nidoqueen in the back. This is kind of rough. Gonna go for the combo play with the Politoed here. Does not have a move stored on the Nidoqueen. And now it's gonna get farmed all the way down. Man, the opponent still has their Politoed. Gonna bring out the Nidoqueen here to absorb this energy. G-Fisk has a lot of work to do here. A lot of work to do. Most likely just gonna get hit by the Earth Power here because shields are down. Out comes the Politoed. Gonna get hit by a Weather Ball here. And barely survive. Goes for a Rock Slide bait here. Needs to get to the Earthquake. Lands the bait. Oh my gosh. It's just a Poison Fang. You survive. Oh my gosh. But Panic clicked the Rock Slide even though it had the Earthquake. But it's still enough to... Oh my gosh. Mud shots down the Nidoqueen. Good game. Up next we have BDR 2002. Machamp into a Shadow Politoed. Fairly neutral matchup here, but Politoed does easily outpace the Machamp to these moves. However, the counter damage is obviously way more substantial than the Mudshot damage from this Politoed. Oh man, they catch on Nidoqueen. That is not great, but does have an Excadrill as a response to this. And if you can win switch advantage here, this is going to allow the Tangrowth to get aligned with the Politoed, and that's really what we want here. Big shield on the Earth Power. And very nice over farm here. Has back-to-back drill runs. This drill run might KO the Nidoqueen at this range. Yeah, very nice. Out comes the Politoed once again. Excadrill is easily going to win CMP in this fight. And drill run is still going to hit for very strong neutral damage. Gets a shield back. That's really, really good. On even shielding scenario now. If this is a Weather Ball, Excadrill survives. Oh man, but gets Mudshotted down. Does this Politoed have Blizzard? That is the question. They threw very quickly here. Probably assuming the Machamp. It's just a Weather Ball. Good read. And they're staying in. They're probably get... Another Weather Ball? So they must be weak to this in the back. Softening it up with the Weather Balls here, but they're allowing the Tangrowth to farm it all the way down. What is in the... Oh, very nice. It's a Charm A9. Not able to get to a Rock Slide on the Machamp. Has 2 Rock Slides stored on the Tangrowth. But you have to get to another Rock Slide. No Charm goes through. Oh my gosh. No Charm goes through. That's a miracle in of itself. Gets the final shield. Barely survives that Charm. And is able to get to this Rock Slide. This will KO the Ninetales. And Vine Whips down the Politoed. Good game. Alright, up next we have BBSP Toxtricity. Poliwrath into Dragon Breath Gyarados. This is kind of an awkward matchup all around because Gyarados' charge moves, assuming that it's running Aqua Tail and Crunch, all hit for resisted. Whereas Politoed's fast move of Mudshot is doing absolutely nothing to this Gyarados. But able to spam these Ice Punches. It's going to be really tough to try to Mudshot down this Gyarados. They have back-to-back moves here. Has a Gallade and an Abomasnow in the back. So going to throw an Ice Punch. Not enough to KO. And then going to go for a Confusion Snipe down with the Gallade. Very nice, but does not have a move stored on the Poliwrath. Out comes a Shiny Obstagoon. Gonna no shield this first move, recognizing that it is a Night Slash. No boost and no counter goes through. Going to bait with the Leaf Blade, gets a shield, that's really good. But this matchup is really awkward in the 2 shields. Because Gallade's health is going to be very low coming out of this. Oh my gosh, the Obstagoon boosted. But denied a counter again. And they no shield in close combat. It's a Ferrothorn in the back. Ferrothorn in the back. Going to shield this up. Really wants to get the close combat damage off. Gets debuffed by the mirror shot, but honestly, this close combat is probably the most threatening thing. Gets the final shield. Going to swap into the Abomasnow here. Avoid the farm down, because otherwise, this Ferrothorn really is going to get out of control with the big energy advantage, being able to land the mirror shots. Attack debuff on the first one. That is very unfortunate. Oh my gosh. Another mirror shot here. This Ferrothorn probably needs to land 2 more mirror shots though. These bullet seeds are hardly doing anything. And the switch clock is going to be coming up soon. After this charge move, going to potentially have a chance to catch a move on one of these 2 Pokemon. But if you fail to catch, oh my gosh, very nice. If he failed to catch, there would have been bullet seeded down, and then for sure would have lost the game. So very nice read on the catch. Able to get the Weather Ball and take out this Ferrothorn. Great game. Up next we have 19 Frank 12. Running a Scissor into a Cresselia, and lovely lag right off the bat. They are running Bullet Punch on their Scissor, so hitting for neutral here. Night Slash will be hitting for super effective. Has a Lugia and a Snorlax in the back, and this is in Ultra League. Typically we see Ho-Ohs and Lugias in Master League. Going to no shield the Brave Bird. Lugia, even in Ultra League, is insanely tanky. Going to throw a Sky Attack here, and the opponent actually ends up shielding, recognizing that they can get to another Brave Bird to force a shield here. So gonna shield that up. And is trying to commit to the farm down on this Ho-Oh, but has to shield once again. But able to maintain switch. That's very good, because the Cresselia is not going to appreciate this damage. Oh my gosh. This is a Regirock. This Aeroblast is going into a Regirock. That feels bad. Oh my gosh. Gonna swap into the Scissor. Recognizing that Scissor has positive matchups against the Regirock and the Cress. And Snorlax still has play against the Cress as well. But this is a rough spot. This is a rough spot because this Regirock, oh man, Regirock has access to Focus Blast. They bring out the Cresselia to catch the move. That's even worse. The Regirock has loaded energy. This Snorlax needs to Body Slam and then lick all the way down. Oh, wow. Goes for an undercharge to guarantee that you get more energy farming out of this, so you have something ready for the Regirock. That's a really nice play, but the Crest gets to another move. It's a Grass Knot and Snorlax survives. This Regirock has a lot of energy. Brings out the Lugia. The Regirock has to throw Stone Edge here. You cannot stack back-to-back Stone Edges. Brings out the Snorlax and licks it down. And then licks down the Cress. Oh my gosh. Great game. Up next we have Stop Alcatraz. We have a Scrafty into a Skarmory. Not ideal. So instantly going to swap into Mew. This gameplay is a little bit more pixelated than some of the others, but we can still see what's going on here. This is a Flame Charge Mew. And the opponent, very smartly, no-shields their Meganium on the first move, recognizing that even if it is a Flame Charge, the first one will not be doing near as much damage as the second one, which will be boosted. Going to no-shield this Mew, able to tank the Frenzy Plant. Meganium does get to another one. And gonna let it go. Potentially could have gotten both shields off the Meganium. But gonna bring out the Scrafty and farm up a lot of energy. I really like this play. The Skarmory is still going to be a problem for the Mewtwo though. Luckily, Armored Mewtwo does have access to Dynamic Punch. Going straight for the foul play. Just wants to get off this guaranteed damage instead of ramping up the counters. Gonna shield this. Scrafty has so much bulk in Ultra League that these Air Slashes really are not that threatening. Good timing on the charge move here. And chipping the Skarmory down. Oh my gosh, it's a Jellicent in the back, but it is a Bubble Jellicent, which is actually much better here because Bubble is not hitting for super effective, whereas Hex would. And it's also slightly slower in energy generation, meaning on the third cycle, it's still going to take 5 fast moves for them to get to that Shadow Ball. And recognizing that you can tank the Shadow Ball, no shields that first move. Oh my gosh, the Jellicent survived with a sliver of health. Gonna shield this up, farm down. Out comes the Skarmory once again. And oh my gosh, swaps into the Scrafty to put on a lot of fast move pressure, forcing the Skarmory to throw a move, and then able to confusion down the Skarmory. Very nice. And here it is, folks, the top battle of the week submitted by X Innocence. Let's jump into it. We have a Surfetched into a Charm Ninetales. Is it Powder or is it Powder Snow or Charm? It is Charm. Spoiler alert. That is extremely bad. Has to bring out Lugia, which this is also not a good matchup for Lugia. The Dragon Tail is double resisted. Does have that Gengar in the back though. But it looks like the opponent is committed to staying in. They might be weak to this Lugia in the back. They let the Aeroblast go through, but gets charmed all the way down. Now, can Surfetched counter this down, or do you reveal the Gengar here? Gonna bring out the Surfetched and counter it down before the Ninetales throws. Mewtwo! This is so bad. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. These confusions are absolutely chunking the Surfetched. Actually able to deny a confusion here. This might have been a CMP tie. No, it was not. Brings out the Gengar. Extra Shadow Claw goes through. That's pretty huge here. Has to shield the Side Strike. Going to throw a Shadow Punch here. And the opponent shields. These confusions are chunking. Another Shadow Claw goes through. Going to shield this up and try to commit to the farm down on this Mewtwo. What is in the back? It is a Machamp. Going to go straight for the Shadow Ball nuke here. And able to take out the Machamp. That was an insanely difficult team comp to come back from. Very well played. Thank you all so much for submitting your battles. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you appreciate the content. And I'll catch you all in the next video.